Kings of None.
Number 7.
Number 7.
Not bad.
So, July 1st means NBA free agency. We're just going to get right into it because we're all hot and heavy over basketball talk here. So,
I like that July 1st means NBA free agency, even though it's also a big day for you.
That's okay. I mean, it's a big day for other reasons too, but it's also NBA free agency.
Yes.
So, yes, renewing my vows. It is my one year anniversary on the 2nd.
Which is exciting.
It's exciting. So we had like a quick getaway wedding with just close family. So this will be everybody. This is like the reception we never had kind of thing. So
right.
Yeah, that's happening too. But also
NBA free agency.
NBA free agency. So maybe Gordon Hayward will come to Boston.
That would be a nice wedding gift.
Like, I don't think it'll happen on the 1st, from what I've heard, because I'm scouring every report like a weirdo, as if that's real. Like, you can
imagine that happens.
Yeah.
The best wedding gift ever.
I get an email from Danny Ainge. Hey, heard the podcast this morning because it'll be the day it comes out. Figured I'd get this done now. I'll let you know. But yeah, from what I gather, he is meeting with, I don't know the order of it, but he's meeting with the Celtics and the Heat. One on Saturday, one on Sunday. Then he's meeting with the Jazz on Monday. So I don't think you know anything until Tuesday at the earliest.
The Heat? He's meeting with the Heat? They have nothing to offer, right?
Those are the teams involved.
Besides beautiful weather and a ton of money, but team-wise, they're not that good, are they?
Like, right. To think about his thought process is the Jazz can offer him most money. The Celtics, the best chance to win. The Heat, it's the nicest weather.
Yeah.
Because once you got, who else is there? Whiteside?
Yeah, that's it. It's just that guy.
Dragic still there?
Oh, yeah.
So
Goran Dragic.
But I mean,
you want the history and
none of them are a max guy, though.
No.
And none of them are worth being that.
None of them, neither one are looked at as true superstars.
They're still stars away.
Yeah.
It depends on if you want to win or just, I don't know, go out in the sun.
And so we saw on Instagram or one of the social medias that he was in all green and he had the kid in all green that one time.
Yeah.
That has to mean something. I know grasping at straws.
I want it to mean something.
Right. He wasn't in all red or whatever color they are.
Right. Just like when Blake Griffin opted out, he and Isaiah Thomas started following each other on Instagram.
Right. Uh-oh.
Like that. Oh, Blake Griffin's coming. Really, who knows?
It's so different nowadays.
Right, and those are the cues you look for.
Yeah. Everyone's like a cyber detective trying to figure out what's happening.
What does this mean?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Probably nothing.
It's just the world we live in.
Right.
People follow other people on social media.
So I don't know.
What do you think of the Jason Tatum drafting?
Oh, I like it. I like because I wanted them to draft a player to keep, even if it meant like I didn't want him. Who's the other guy? Josh Jackson.
Yeah,
I keep getting his name wrong. I know it's two
Jackson.
J's, but that's good. I got it right on air anyway. Because they were only drafting him to trade him again, from everything I read anyway. So
it sounded like he really didn't want to be in Boston anyways, right?
Yeah, he did. Did you hear the story about his?
No.
Okay, so they set up a workout.
Okay.
How I understand it is they set up a workout with him where Ainge and Brad Stevens and somebody else were actually going to fly to him. He wasn't going to come to Boston.
Okay.
And while they were flying there, he canceled it.
Wow, that's messed up.
And so they spent a couple days in like Sacramento or something weird like that.
That's disrespectful.
Doing nothing. And then they had to it was Sacramento because I heard Ainge talking about it.
Yeah.
Because he's like, there's nothing to do in Sacramento. I just remember him saying there's nothing to do in Sacramento because he played there. So I get it. But
wow.
So I mean, I didn't know that till after. But obviously,
who does that?
They don't want that guy because that was the big thing. Who they're going to take?
Did they remember? Did he give a reason?
Tatum came in.
Tatum seemed very excited to be a Celtic.
Yeah, and I think if he's as good as they hope, I mean, you hope that with every draft pick, but he's what they need.
Yeah.
So
Didn't they say he was arguably the best shooter in the draft?
Yeah.
Just good.
I've heard him and Malik Monk
best shooters.
are the best pure shooters. Okay. Yeah. Everyone else can score but needs to work on their jumper kind of thing. Right. Even Fultz. Right. His shot's not great and it's ugly. Not as ugly as balls, but they're still not fundamental shot.
Tatum's
these guys
smooth,
look
though,
like
right? And
jump shooters, Like
he could be ready right off the bat to play.
I know I've heard the Paul Pierce comparison, and I know that's because he went to Boston. Yeah. But I like the Grant Hill one better.
That's what I like. That's what I see.
Smoother than Paul. Paul Pierce had an old man game when he was 20, 24, whenever you come in the league. But Tatum's smoother than that, and I like that he upped his point production 10 points a game in the ACC tournament
when it mattered,
which is when for Duke to win that. So, and he's a Duke guy.
They're both the same height, right? 6'8".
They're 6'8". Yeah,
it's good size.
He's got I feel like I don't know. I shouldn't say. Yeah, I feel like Pierce doesn't have a extra long wingspan. I feel like he's very normal. Yeah, he's 6'8", which isn't normal. But everything else is kind of.
There's nothing freaky about it.
It's not freaky.
No freaky athleticism. Right. Wasn't even a super great outside shooter. He was more of a prolific outside shooter.
He says he was, but correct. So, but what was I gonna say? Man.
Tatum.
Oh, Duke guys. It's not like it used to. It used to be the Duke guys you didn't want because they didn't translate to the NBA.
Right.
But I feel like that's swung the other way now.
Okay.
Because
they've had more one and dones.
And that's part of it. Yeah. When it was Danny Ferry and Christian Laettner and
you weren't getting super excited.
Even Elton Brand, they were solid pros, but not great pros.
Bobby Hurley.
Yeah, Bobby Hurley. I mean, he got messed up. Jason Williams. He got
JJ Redick's okay.
But Redick's more. You just don't like him. Redick's more than okay. Redick is good.
Who else is there?
Kyrie Irving is good.
Oh yeah, I forgot. But he's not a true one because he never played, right?
He got hurt at Duke and came out. He was that good that he still went. Did he go 1 overall? Anyway, he was a lottery pick. Yeah. Who else? There's Brandon Ingram. We still don't know about him. He looks good. He's in the Lakers.
Is he a guard, point guard, or shooting guard?
I think he's he's not a point guard.
So that means Lonzo Ball will be the point guard and he'll be the shooting guard, but even though he's shorter.
I think so.
Is that weird?
I think that's true. Right. It's like Magic was the same way. Byron Scott was a lot shorter.
Right. Yeah.
So I bet to Magic it feels like
he's reliving it.
That is a thing. Like.
Right, this is the formula.
Just like this is the formula. You get a giant point guard and a little shooting guard, and now he's just got to find Kareem. Good luck with that. Yeah. And James Worthy. I don't think.
That's assuming Lonzo Ball is Magic Johnson, Julius Randle.
Oh, Randle. I don't think he's James Worthy.
Yeah, I heard Magic. He was on air on the ESPN radio show describing what it's gonna be like. He's like Lonzo Ball going down the court, Julius Randle trailing to one side, and he was like, but the way he's describing it still didn't sound good. You know what I mean?
It didn't sound the same as
what do you?
Magic to Worthy.
Right. What are you talking about? That's not scaring anyone.
Yeah. Nope. I haven't even seen him play yet. I mean, Ball might be good.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a weird shot.
Yeah, he's still not a great shooter.
But.
And I don't know. I don't think Magic was until later.
Had to work.
A lot of guys are like that, I guess.
Had to develop. Even Jordan had to develop.
Right.
That mid-range.
The mid-range game, right. And Jason Kidd, he could not shoot when he came out of school. He ended up
most 3-pointers ever, right?
3 points made, they're both makes, I think.
Which is crazy to me.
Right.
Because I always thought of Jason Kidd as the dude that shot off the side of the backboard every now and then.
Right. You know, exactly. That guy. Every once in a while.
It would go weird.
What happened? You okay? Did you get hit?
Right. How did it hit the side of the backboard, ricochet into the stands?
That bad. How did it go that bad? Right. I feel like he's that guy, some weird off balance looking.
Right.
That he didn't need to be. No one's around him.
Oh, the brick that gets stuck on the rim of the backboard.
Between the rim
That's
and the
always
backboard.
embarrassing. You weren't even close.
Right.
But you had enough speed for it to get stuck.
Right, you still threw it that hard. Like, how was that gonna? It was gonna bounce off the backboard and go to mid court anyway.
You're gonna create a fast break.
Were you passing it to someone off the backboard? I get that. So I don't know.
I don't think the Lakers are as close as they think they are.
No, but that's fine. I'm fine with that.
Funny to me.
Yeah, it's funny to me too.
They just went from like whatever they were, 12 wins to 17 wins.
Yeah, and they're gonna have 20 wins this year, maybe. But all the other teams are getting better.
Yeah.
If everyone, it seems like
Philly could be scary.
It seems like a lot of teams are getting better.
Yeah.
That doesn't bode well for a team like the Lakers either.
No.
Because they're still gonna play Golden State. Yeah, Philly looks better. Yeah, but even teams in the West look better. The Suns look better.
Yeah. Were they the ones that drafted Malik Monk? Who did they draft?
No,
Oh, yeah, Josh Jackson.
They got Josh Jackson, right?
If he's gonna be good, then they have Jackson and Devin Booker,
right?
Who's explosive, yeah.
But that's a dynamic backcourt,
right?
That's the technical term.
They're both. Booker's like 6'7" also.
Yeah, we sound like we know what we're talking about. It's a dynamic backcourt with two long wings
covering the court.
Yeah, Booker can just flat out score the ball, and Jackson can do everything else.
Right.
So yeah,
light it up.
But no, that's good. Right. Yeah. But yeah, the other team in the West though is the Rockets.
Yeah, they had a big move.
The Rockets had a big day yesterday.
Big weird day.
Like, I thought it was weird. So yeah, it's one of the times when working at a newspaper it pays off, because I didn't hear anything about all these other moves. I only heard about the Chris Paul trade, but they made like 7 trades yesterday. That's wild. So yeah, I had to get the list only because I don't know who any of these cats are. But so they got DeAndre Liggins from the Mavericks, Ryan Kelly from the Hawks, Tim Quartermain from the Blazers.
Quartermain?
Yeah, oh yeah. Jeez. You know he's good. Durun, D-A-R-R-U-N. Durun Hilliard from the Pistons, and Sean Long from the 76ers.
Some of those guys sound like football players.
So they got 5 new guys, and then they used 2 of those in the Chris Paul trade.
Okay.
But from what I've read this morning anyway, it's all a salary cap manipulation thing, but it's still crazy to me that they really orchestrated all, and all with different teams. Yeah, like I can see if they traded with a couple people and ended up with 6 guys. All right, I get that. So because they sent like 4 people to the Clippers, right?
Yeah.
My man,
I know that was
my man
Decker, Lou Williams, and Patrick Beverly.
Yeah, Patrick Beverly.
Yeah.
What's Decker's first name? Is it Patrick Decker?
No, Sam Decker.
Sam Decker.
Yeah. He was from Wisconsin, right?
Yeah, he's the guy that played with Kaminsky. Why always I want to call him Bukowski? Where did I get that from? That is. I know.
Is that another guy?
No, I know it. Well, I know Bukowski is Gideon's football alter ego. My 9-year-old. When he makes a play, he yells out Bukowski.
That's awesome.
We're playing in the backyard.
That's awesome that he has an alter ego.
Yeah.
Gets better and better.
He's very disruptive, Bukowski. He gets in passing lanes and he hits everybody. I don't know. We'll see if we can translate that into real football at some point. We gotta get that through his mom.
Okay. Maybe that's where I got it from.
Yeah, I don't know if I've told you about that. I feel like
you have told me about that.
It's not a real person that I know of.
Named Bukowski.
Yeah, there's not a real Bukowski. It sounds like there is.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Not a real guy.
Don't let Bukowski ruin the day for you.
No, because he will.
Yeah.
He wants to.
Yeah.
That's his whole point. That's why he's out there, is to ruin somebody's day.
So they traded those guys, Decker, Williams, and Beverly and a draft pick.
And the 2018 first rounder.
Yeah. Which is pretty
all
good.
Worth it.
Yeah.
No, it's worth it.
Yeah. That's not bad. For both teams.
For Chris Paul.
Yeah.
So, right. I mean, if the Clippers are done, which I understand, and they should be, because they're not going anywhere.
Time to move on.
Right. It's not like they're
It's just because they're in the West, though, right? I mean, if they had that team in the East, they'd be a contender every year.
Right, but they're not even like third on the depth chart, right?
No.
Who did the Warriors beat in the conference finals? That was the Spurs. So the Spurs are second. Yeah. So who was the next one back? Do you remember?
The Rockets.
Rockets, right. Yeah. So at best they're the fourth team in the West.
At best, right.
So yeah, they kind of folded up shop. It made the Rockets that much better. The Rockets could be second now because
they're close to being a super team, right?
Because everything I had heard was Paul going to the Spurs,
right?
But now he's going to the Rockets, so it's also addition by subtraction for the Rockets, in that they could leapfrog the Spurs, by taking Chris Paul away.
That's a great backcourt now,
because Tony Parker's kind of done.
Right.
All they really have is Leonard
and Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah,
I can't. I know it's wrong, but I'm just going with it.
I like it. Kawhi Bear Leonard.
So that was going to be the thing, to upgrade Parker with Irving.
With Chris Paul.
I'm sorry, Chris Paul. So addition by subtraction.
Right, they still have Kawhi Leonard.
That's a really great backcourt now for the Rockets, right?
Yeah,
that's really
Paul
good.
And Harden really good.
Yeah, that's not bad.
What else do they got? I know they have guys.
I like their big guy, Clint Capella.
Yep.
And they have other dudes out. I mean, they're not.
Do they have Trevor Ariza?
I thought they did.
I love that guy.
Yeah, he's solid. They had another dude that was solid, but I can't. I meant to pull that up.
He's a guy I never understood. He always seems like he's on the move.
Yeah.
He must be a jerk or something. I don't know, because he's good. Like he's super solid.
Yeah, right.
But he's been on at least 5 teams.
But he seems above average.
Right.
Yeah.
And on a team with good players, he makes them that much better.
Yeah.
Like,
then they had, was it Eric Snow? Was that who it was?
He's not still playing, is he?
Was it? No. What am I thinking of? Eric Bledsoe? Eric Snow?
Oh, do they have Eric Bledsoe?
Who's Eric Snow? Did he play in Philly a long time ago?
Yeah, a long time ago. He was from Michigan State.
Was it Eric? Was it Gordon?
He played with Iverson.
They had another guy that was hitting a ton of threes.
Okay.
With Harden, because it was ridiculous at one point. And it was Eric something. I don't know, it was Gordon, Snow, or Bledsoe. But it was an Eric something.
Not Snow. I could take him out. One of them,
but it was a ton of threes.
Bledsoe's a son, isn't he?
Okay, so maybe it was Eric
not.
Gordon?
Maybe they traded him because when they got... I don't know. My Rockets game isn't that good.
It should be, because they were good too. We should know more about them.
We should know more about the Rockets. Now you have to, except Chris Paul. See,
yeah.
But what the Chris Paul move means, I care about all the NBA, but what it ultimately boils down to is that means Blake Griffin's not staying either, because they're not going to pay anybody if they're not paying somebody.
Right.
So he's going to opt out and not go back to the Clippers, I feel like.
There's no point in keeping Blake Griffin, right?
Right. So he becomes in Boston's purview if all this Gordon if Hayward stays for the money or sun tanning. Like if he doesn't come to Boston,
who's better for the Celtics, Griffin or Hayward?
Well, they can get 2. That's the thing.
They can get both of them?
Yeah. Because the move... Yeah, and what it's all based on is... Because NBA teams can afford 3 max guys.
Okay.
Isaiah Thomas has not a max deal.
No.
He's got a really, crappy deal. Good for the Celtics. But it means that they can go sign 2 guys right now. Because the things that as far as I understand, like they need to sign Hayward, work out all that money before they can go try to trade for Paul George. Okay. Like that's kind of what's the plan right now.
I see.
Not that those guys mean they're coming here, but they have to do it in a certain order.
I see. Yeah.
Whereas with Blake Griffin, though, you're just signing those guys. You're not trading for them. So because of the trade, they have to make the money work in the NBA.
Right.
So you have to figure out what Hayward is, where you're at in the cap, and then work that into the trade too. Okay. So
that makes sense.
But Griffin's another guy, potential guy, because I feel like right now Boston's a destination just because they're good. Right.
That's the draw.
The draw is they were in the finals. Thomas got hurt, so they only won one game, which even if he wasn't hurt, they might have won one more.
Right.
But a guy like Blake Griffin makes a difference because he can play LeBron. He's actually bigger than LeBron.
Yeah, he is 6'10", right? And also, and maybe I'm being biased, but for a guy like Griffin or Hayward to come here,
we can be biased.
They can be considered the star. When they're really looking at this team, the Celtics are really starless.
Right.
Isaiah, I mean, he could score, but I don't look at him as a star, really. You know?
It's Isaiah. Yeah. Right. Even Horford, who's a max contract guy, you're like,
really a star. Like, that's okay. The thing. Like,
yeah, there's not star
Hayward's
power there.
They're close to making it to the finals, and you could be the man potentially.
Right.
You know what I mean? On a team that's ready to go to the finals.
For a guy like that, it makes sense.
It's cool.
And then the other thing, like, you know that they want two. So it's not even just you. Like, you can be the guy and Paul George or Blake Griffin. Like, if you're Gordon Hayward, that's the pitch. Like, you come here, we were in the finals already, we add you, and we're going to try to get Paul George, or we're going to go sign Blake Griffin. And let's do this thing, because the Cavs are kind of disarray a little bit this offseason already.
Right.
But they have LeBron, so, I mean, that can all come back together easy.
Right.
Because the Cavs just aren't built to beat the Warriors. They're built to beat everyone else.
Exactly.
Though.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
and I keep hearing talks about how Paul George is trying to recruit LeBron and whoever else to go to the Lakers in a couple years.
He wants to be So that's the other thing. Like,
that whole thing is getting ridiculous to me. They're trying to build a super team thing, and
I don't like when the players try to do it themselves. Yeah. For some reason, that doesn't seem right to me.
No, let the management.
Like, I don't mind Danny Ainge trying to build a super team. That's his job.
Right.
But you can't be a player and try to dictate the league. I think that's kind of weak. I don't like that. But they can do it. It's not wrong, or they're not doing anything wrong. But yeah, I don't love it. I don't like that look. And if he goes to the Lakers, they're still gonna suck. You're not going there to win. Right. He's going there just because he wants to be a Laker.
Right, I guess. So he's trying to bring other people with him and all that. I don't know.
But the theory is he would sign with the or get traded to the Cavs for a year for Kevin Love, and then he and LeBron, because LeBron can opt out next year, they would both go to LA. And then what?
That's
lose to the Warriors in the conference finals? That's what you rather do?
I was just about to say,
you don't want to go to the finals
That's
anymore?
A lateral move for LeBron. He's not getting better.
It's a backwards move.
Right.
I mean, unless
there's better pieces in place in Cleveland.
Unless Lonzo Ball is great.
Yeah. But then that doesn't even seem like it works, because they're both ball handlers. They both
can't have Lonzo in their hands, right?
Right. You can't. I don't know.
Right. Which George and Isaiah is like, I don't know how it's going to work even for the Celtics. I still want them to figure it out, but because Isaiah needs the ball a lot.
Yeah, or else he's useless.
Right.
I mean, I don't know.
So we'll see. I mean, I personally don't mind if Isaiah Thomas gets minimized. It's not a knock on Isaiah.
You gotta trade him before he becomes Raekwon.
He cannot.
He's gonna be a short, stocky dude eventually. You can see it.
Right. It happens to all of them.
The framework is there for him.
Well, the other thing is, the thing that I got scared of, they were talking about all that Porzingis talk.
Yeah.
You would have thinking about it, you'd have the two things you don't want. A short guy and a super tall guy. Neither one of those guys last in the NBA.
That's right. Yeah. The 7 foot plus guys.
7 foot plus, you can't.
Short.
There's not many that make it very far.
No, you don't.
Not a lot of Hall of Fame 7 foot plus guys.
Right.
Because they don't play long enough.
Right. They don't go into their late 30s that well.
And little guys depend on their quickness, and that's the first thing that goes.
And then they're useless.
Then what?
Right.
If you can't just shoot, I mean, but little guys get their shots blocked.
Paul Pierce, who was equipped to lose a step.
He was equipped to lose a step as soon as he. Yeah,
I don't even people realize when he did lose a step.
Nobody knew.
Paul Pierce got slow.
Yeah,
saying that he was fast.
Right, he was giving a step away for a long time, and then it naturally happened.
Yeah. If you got to trade or do something with Isaiah before that happens.
I mean, I feel like. Right, I don't know offhand what his contract is, how long it is. I know it's very team friendly, but if they sign all these guys, I think they'll make the decision when his contract's up. I think it might be a couple more years.
Don't you want them to be playing big boy basketball again?
Yeah.
Where everyone's over 6'3"?
Absolutely.
You know they want to. We've discussed this before.
Right.
How it's like when you let your kid play ball and they're taking shots.
Right, you let them play with the grown-ups and like, okay, everybody's letting them shoot.
But everybody knows it's not really making a huge difference.
Right. As long as it stays close, we'll let him go for a little bit.
And then once he leaves the court, it's like, all right, let's play real ball again.
Okay, let's go. Right.
That's what's going on.
I know. I feel like that's a little true. Everybody... Because as soon as the playoffs happened, everybody started pushing him around. He got hurt.
Yeah. They were playing real basketball. Yeah, that's it.
Then they didn't care.
But they were way more competitive against Cleveland once he left the court. Because now you had a guy that could play defense, another rebounder.
Right.
Rebound and defense matters. It's just as much as scoring. That helps.
You know who can rebound is Blake Griffin.
Right.
I don't know how well Gordon Hayward or even Paul George rebound. To me, the Blake Griffin draw to me is not that he's huge and dunks a lot. It's that he rebounds.
Right.
So we do not have that guy.
But
Al Horford's not that guy.
No.
He wants to shoot outside.
He was a disappointment, I thought.
Yeah?
I don't know. I expected more.
I mean, yeah. I think you always expect, but I don't know.
He seemed way better in Atlanta.
In Atlanta?
Yeah.
But he didn't rebound there either. Millsap did.
That's right, yeah.
So that's what I mean. If you get somebody like Griffin, does that mean he looks more like the Atlanta Al Horford? Because Griffin's the inside guy.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, he really changed his game. I know there's a year where you can see a marked difference in how many threes he took. Like he tried Horford while he was in Atlanta, tried to evolve himself from being a back to the basket big man to what like big men need to be now.
Right.
Because he is athletic enough to do it. You know, he can't handle it like LeBron can.
Yeah.
But he can do the others. Like he can do a lot more than just have his back to the basket.
Right.
And be a big guy. But unfortunately, that's what we need.
Right. Go back to the old
what you're doing.
Stop trying to change.
To be more dynamic. Yeah. We don't want dynamic. We want boring big guy. Blake Griffin's not boring either, but
there's a lot less of those guys though. Back to the basket.
Yeah, that's bruisers. It's not a thing anymore.
No.
That's not where the NBA is. Now it's the Warriors are the new template, and I know you hate the Warriors now.
I can't stand the way they play, even though they win. Jeez.
They win, and it's pretty.
It's so
to watch.
It's so I don't know.
But you don't like it.
It's just so old school. It seems so counterintuitive. I don't know. I hate 3 after 3 after 3, and
yeah, it seems like when you play pickup and you just had. The other team is a lot shorter than one team. They just shoot a lot of threes. Yeah. That's what it seems like.
It seems like it should be bad basketball, but obviously it isn't because they're winning.
It's not. Right. Ball movement is good.
Can't stand
and you get more points for threes.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Like, I thought what the Cavs needed to do in the finals was overplay the three and let them take twos.
Yeah.
Because if they make 15 threes a game and you stop half of them, that's 7 or 8 points.
Right.
I mean, if you're not getting blown out, that might be the difference.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
So, I don't know.
Speaking of threes, did you hear about... I know you heard about the 3-on-3 Olympics. 3-on-3
Olympics, yes.
That's amazing to me.
There's also... Like, Ice Cube has some kind of 3-on-3
old guy thing, right?
Yeah.
I didn't see it yet, but...
I haven't seen it. But
I saw Allen Iverson was in it.
Obviously, these things are all combined. Like, the NBA is trying to now... Going to try to help push this 3-on-3 business.
I felt like the Olympics created it because they're trying to beat the U.S. in basketball some kind of way, and they know they can't compete 5-on-5.
Half court.
We don't have 5 guys that can beat you, but we might be able to get 3 guys.
3.
Yeah. So I feel like it's a Hail Mary attempt to finally derail the Americans in basketball.
I didn't look at it that way.
But it's not going to happen.
It's the world trying to win still.
Because don't you think if we sent like 3 good NBA guys, doesn't even have to be the best, but the right 3 NBA guys, and that's enough to win, right?
All right. So what, in your estimation, what makes up an ideal 3-on-3 team?
You have to have 1 big guy. You have to have 1 in-betweener almost, and you have to have not a small guy, but a guy that can handle the ball enough. And because I thought about it all week because I had to work.
Because you're on vacation.
Yeah.
So
mine was
basketball.
My best current 3-on-3 was Anthony Davis as the big guy.
Okay.
who can still move, but guarding the other big guy. LeBron, and then Russell Westbrook. Because he seemed like you can't cover him in 3-on-3 basketball.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Right. That is my ultimate 3-on-3. I don't know what you think about that.
I'm trying to look real quick. All right. So Team USA is for the like normal 5-on-5 basketball, because we can't count those guys. They're already playing something else.
Right.
So it's Carmelo, and because it's not really great guys. Not that they're not good, but I mean it's not all stars.
It's not the guys you would think.
It's not a dream team.
Right.
So it's Carmelo, Harrison Barnes, Jimmy Butler, DeMarcus Cousins, DeMar DeRozan, Kevin Durant, Paul George, Draymond Green, Kyrie Irving, DeAndre Jordan, Kyle Lowry, Klay Thompson.
Right. Great team, but not the best.
So who's your 3? So none of those. So your 3 is good then.
Right. Mine is Anthony Davis, LeBron, and Russell Westbrook.
Anthony Davis, LeBron, and Westbrook.
Right.
That's a really good 3-on-3 team.
Yeah. Not too small, but
Obviously.
not too big or slow.
No, none of them are slow.
No.
None of them are
Athletic.
small. There's no small there.
No. It's a good team.
That's a good team.
You could probably make a better team with other guys.
I don't know about better. You can't be better and have LeBron.
How about? I'll let you take over.
You know, let me have one.
Yeah.
See, you got all week to pick your team.
I'm giving you like 30 seconds.
All right, so not counting Team USA because I can't have Durant.
Oh, you could count them.
No, I like not counting. 'Cause then potentially it could be real.
Right, because he can't do
So
both.
not Team USA and not your 3 guys. So Curry,
Okay.
Harden, and then I need a big guy
You probably would want a big guy, yeah.
because that's a lot of scoring right there.
Yeah.
Cousins is on the Team USA. Whiteside's not good enough. I'll take Blake Griffin.
Yeah. Why not? Yeah.
All freaky athletic. These are freaky athletic guys.
That's pretty good. What about, did you see Kawhi Leonard?
Oh, right. No.
You could put him in the mix, too.
Yeah, it's Kwame Leonard. I just want to call him a different thing all the time now. I need you. He wears polka dots all the time. You should play it up.
Is Kwame still together?
I don't think so.
Is Kwame more than one person?
No, it's just the one guy.
I always thought it was a group.
No, it's just Kwame. He's got the high top with the blonde.
Oh, yeah.
The blonde in it.
I wonder if he still has that, though, because that's like back in style, isn't it?
I hope so. Our boy Dennis Schroeder has it.
Dennis Schroeder.
Is he going to be on the German team?
Yeah, he would have to be. What's
Schroeder
good from Germany?
Schroeder, Nowitzki, and somebody else that we don't know about. You know, like
Right, but probably really good.
Right, but it's good.
Yeah.
I don't know who else is German.
I don't know.
Is your
either.
boy Decker German? He's got a German name.
Yeah,
He could be American.
Yeah.
He went to Wisconsin. I don't feel like Germans would go to Wisconsin for some reason. I don't know why. It's just like thinking Kaminsky's Polish. I don't think he is. He's just an American guy. I don't know.
Gortat is Polish, right? Even though
he's Polish, yeah.
I thought he was scary Czechnian guy.
We hoped he was Czechnian.
Surface to air missile guy.
Yeah.
He knows how to operate those things.
I love that idea. He just knows. If they're sitting in the locker room one day watching the news, because that's what guys do.
Right.
And John Wall's like, oh, look at these Chechnyans shooting rockets. And Gortat's like, oh, yeah, that's a,
special
M346. Like, what?
He knows.
Yeah, I know all about that. So they're using a remote detonator and they're doing this. It's just a scary guy.
Logistics of it, right?
Yeah, but now he's Polish.
Right, that was a disappointment to me.
But awesome.
Awesome.
What an awesome idea that Gortat is that scary. He's already scary enough.
But those guys are the scariest dudes in the world, right?
Chechens?
Yeah.
To me, they are.
And like white Muslim guys?
Because right, those are all, they have like the trifecta of, right, they're white Muslims and they're Russians.
Russian. It's Russian.
They're the scariest people. It's like I was listening to that Trevor Noah where he talks about how Russian accents If you use that, you can scare anybody. It's true. Because people were just...
Yeah, what was he doing? Like, going through his house when...
Oh, he's afraid of the dark. So, in the middle of the night, he wakes up and walks to the bathroom and talks in a Russian accent. So, he feels like he's the scariest thing in the house, not the guys that are hiding in the closet waiting to get him or something.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I still have to watch that one.
But yeah, he was telling people they should use it, you know.
Yeah.
It's how to get out of situations. Definitely. If you haven't talked yet... and you're in a situation you don't like,
it makes
throw
sense.
in a Russian accent in your voice.
Because Ivan Drago was super scary.
People will, back off.
Yeah. Rocky 4, I must break you.
Oh, Drago's just terrifying.
Super scary. If he dies, he dies.
And my thing, I was thinking about for the South. I keep bringing it back to the Celtics. I mean, I'm not much of a homer, I guess, but yeah, I wanted the Timberwolves get rid of Pekovic.
Oh yeah.
Who's another big scary guy.
Yeah, Nikola.
I found out. Yeah, he's actually Russian, not Polish. But I wanted them to go after him.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Right, mainly to deal with guys like Gortat.
Yeah.
We got our own big scary guy. But he got let go because he keeps getting hurt, I guess, and he barely played this year, and he's kind of. He's done. He's just too big, I think.
That's the thing. You start breaking down too much weight.
Once your legs go,
yeah, it's too bad.
It's too hard to come back.
Who do you have on? Who would you pick? And I haven't. I kind of thought about it, but I can revamp. Who would you pick on your all-time great 3-on-3?
All-time great 3-on-3.
That's a little harder. I'll let you go first.
Any era?
Any era. Just like if your life was on the line and you need 3 guys to be your champion, who do you pick?
3 guys or I'm dead.
You're dead.
Or the Chechens.
That's a weird thing that someone would hold a gun to your head. Who's your best 3-on-3?
Get a 3-on-3 team, man. I'm sorry.
Your life depends.
Get the 3-on-3 team, or we kill you.
Russian.
And I'm like, oh man.
Who do I gotta pick?
Who do I think of? Who's the first guys that come to my mind?
Yeah.
I take Michael Jordan.
Boom.
No matter what.
Yeah.
I would take Michael Jordan today if I had to build a 3-on-3 team. I'd take 50-year-old Michael.
Oh yeah.
He's still salty.
Going up to 11. He's got that in him.
He can last.
Right. He's gonna take it.
That's true. That's a good point.
Wait, I
11?
I got 15 minutes in me.
I can't even talk deep, and I can't even make my voice deep enough to sound like Michael Jordan. I've tried to do a Jordan impression before.
I have to do some more research on that.
Oh no, it's hard. His voice is very specific and awesome. Everything about him is awesome.
I always picture him still chewing gum, even now, even not on the court. Just
and always that scowl, that weird. It's not a scowl, but he always kind of looks disappointed that everybody else doesn't know what they're doing.
Right, and he has a right to be.
Right. It's true.
Those are not as good as him.
What are you doing right now? He's always looking at you like, what are you doing? Why are you not?
Why are you not good?
What are you doing? Right.
So
I take Jordan.
Yep.
I want Bird. He's my shooter. So yeah, I'm thinking that. So Jordan's my ball handler.
Yeah.
Bird's my shooter.
Yeah.
And if I want to, he's too good. I don't.
I like where you're going.
Huh?
I like where you're going already.
Yeah, so far so good.
Because Bird's a killer too.
Right.
Both guys just want to win.
Right. He's another one. I almost would let him play now.
Yeah.
At 60, whatever he is. Like,
right. If he's open, that shot's going in.
It's still going in.
Right.
I bet he can still outshoot a lot of people. In that
It's going in.
Bird and Jordan. I don't know. Big man's tough to me. I want Tim Duncan.
Ooh, I like that.
I was going to say David Robinson, just because I like him so much. He just seems so nice.
Yeah, he is nice, but Duncan's better, right?
But Duncan, right.
Yeah, I like that. And he was, you don't think of him as a killer, but he was a killer.
He was.
You know?
Because that's the other thing. I feel like between the two of them, DR and Duncan. I think Duncan was more the killer instinct guy.
Yeah.
He just never shows it.
But he was out to metaphorically stomp on your guts and win.
Right. He's going to bank shot you into the grave.
Right. See, I like...
The thing, Jordan and Bird tell you about it.
Right.
Duncan just keeps doing it, and there's nothing you can do about it. It must be so...
annoyingly
to me, that's
good.
More frustrating.
Come on. Somebody stop this guy.
Stop hitting these weird bank shots. You know that weird one-handed thing he does when he turns around?
Yeah.
That must be so annoying because it looks awful. But you can't get to it.
Nope.
It's like 10 feet in the air before he lets go of it.
Yeah.
He's shooting down
6'10" or 6'11"?
Yeah, but his reach was like stupid. Like
dumb.
His hands were almost on the ground.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my 3.
And I wrote this down.
I tried to keep it to people that I've seen before because I wanted to say Bill Russell.
Look at what mine was.
Oh, you got it on paper. Young Shaq?
Yeah,
I like Young Shaq.
Jordan, Bird, and Young
and Shaq is who I thought he's too big for me.
But Young
to play
Shaq...
3-on-3, he's too big. No, I get it.
Young Shaq was unstoppable.
So dominant.
Right.
What are you going to do? And
you can't really hack a Shaq him in 3-on-3.
Right.
He's going to kill somebody.
Right, because 3-on-3, you don't shoot free throws. You just get the ball back.
Yeah.
You keep giving it back to Jordan and Bird all you want.
Right. Young Shaq, like 26-year-olds.
I like that.
Whew. Yeah. Yeah,
right,
Jordan and Bird. I'm glad we both thought of that.
All in their prime. Yeah. It's because they both want to kill you so bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Because my other guy, because I tried to do it like another. So if those are your 3, I mean Jordan's hard to give up, but I would be happy with Kobe.
Kobe, yeah, he's killer.
Instead of Jordan, I don't know who. I can still have Duncan because you have Shaq. I don't know. Bird's hard to let go of.
I mean, but Magic maybe.
I don't want Magic. No. He can't shoot enough. Yeah. To me, your 3-on-3 team is you need the ball handling slasher guy, and then a shooter, and then a big guy. Because your big guy can stand under the basket and rebound. That shooter just hangs out outside.
Right.
It's kind of what the Warriors do. They just have 4 guys that shoot threes.
Right.
And they don't have the big guy. They have Draymond Green.
Right.
But they have Iguodala drive, and he kicks it out to any of the other 3.
I see.
I mean, that's how you play 3. It's like they're playing 3-on-3, and they have 5 guys.
I got you. Right, same formula.
That's like the stereotypical 3-on-3 way to win.
Right.
You can't just have a bunch of guys slashing. You can't control the ball.
Right, right.
You can have them never get it if you do it right, because you usually play make it, take it.
Right.
So if Jordan's got a clear path to the basket, fine.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, he kicks out to Bird. And then Jordan and Duncan are in for the rebounds, or Shaq for your. That's hard to beat.
Yeah,
Jordan will fight for rebounds.
Right. Yeah.
That's good.
It's a quality team.
I can't think of a new.
If your life depends.
I don't know who my Bird replacement is. Who else can shoot really good? I'm too clouded by Larry Bird.
Right. That's a high bar.
There's other guys.
Right. There's other guys that could.
Other people have known how to shoot.
Carmelo. Carmelo. I saw the face just drained just then.
He can't shoot. All he can do is that stupid dunk with his
hand on his head. Why did you think that was awesome?
I don't know. Why did you think wearing LA Gears was awesome?
Driving purple trucks.
Driving Mack trucks with his picture on the side of a horse.
Such a weird guy.
He wore the LA Gears with the lights, and they made him take him out.
What, he tried to get on the court with that?
Yeah. The NBA made him take him out. It's not as cool as when they didn't make Jordan wear the Jordan 1s because they were too flashy.
Really? Too
Yeah,
flashy
that's
is a thing? That's ridiculous.
Then it was. Not now. Now everybody's shoes are like... People wear gold, like shiny gold shoes and fluorescent, all kinds of craziness.
A lot of low tops.
Yeah. Yeah, that was another one. It's so funny to me how people jump on stuff, but I remember during the trade deadline, there was a talk about Andrew Wiggins coming to the Celtics.
Yeah.
And he at the same time changed to like a super bright green shoe.
Oh, so they were all over.
Which the Timberwolves have green in their colors, but everybody's like, oh, he wants to go to the Celtics. I'm glad I'm not that bad.
Why? The other funny thing is, why would everybody be making subliminal messages. Why wouldn't they just say it? If you really want to go to the studs, you could say, I'm interested in the studs. Why do you have to wear green shoes?
I'm just going to leave this clue.
Yeah. Why is it such a thing?
Yeah. Everybody's cryptic.
Nobody can say
I'm just going to drop this breadcrumb and you see if you pick it up.
Yeah, that's funny.
But no, I like this. Yeah, so what is that? I wonder what it will be, though, the 3-on-3.
Like the rules
for the
of the
actual
setup?
Olympic. No, like, who's going to go?
Yeah.
Is it really going to be NBA guys?
I have heard nothing but that one thing we saw in the newspaper.
Right.
I imagine just college guys, right? Do NBA guys really risk playing 3-on-3? Yeah.
I feel like somebody might want to. Like, actually want to. You know what I mean? Like,
right, yeah.
I'm not on Team USA, but I'll go
get a gold medal.
Play threes.
Yeah.
But right, like, what if, like, Anthony Davis and Cousins, they played in college together.
Yeah.
You know, what if they went and grabbed one of their old Kentucky guys and they're like, let's go play 3-on-3. You know, it's kind of like wanting to go to the Y and shoot around for them. Like, I guess the fear for them is that they don't look good.
Right, it's a bad look.
If you go and kind of suck, or even just get beat by, you know,
some random guys,
the Bosnian team.
Yeah,
Yeah, crap. You hurt your brand.
Yeah,
because that's all those.
The brand is a thing. Which
all those guys are too afraid to rest with their brand, I guess. Yeah. So it would be like guys that were like, I don't care, are lesser players.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I'm trying to picture like what would be the lesser player, like Jay Crowder types.
Be like, yeah, I don't care. Let's go. Bring Marcus Smart and bring like a football team to play. Who else is big and
right,
like too big to play basketball?
Like a Ben Wallace type.
Yeah, somebody like
scary.
that.
Yeah, how'd you get into hoops? Yeah.
Right, big thick guys.
It's still kind of a weird sport.
3-on-3 in the Olympics.
Yeah, kind of like curling.
Kind of like curling. But okay. But I attribute athletic ability to basketball still.
Right, at least that they're playing a real sport, I guess. But it's a weird. I guess it's a weird. It's just weird to branch a sport out like that.
Right.
Yeah. It's almost like you would have a home run derby in baseball in the Olympics. Like, why are you doing that? Yeah.
But curling.
Not a sport.
Not a sport.
Shouldn't be in Olympics.
Like, to me, curling's. I don't know curling's origins, but to me, it was Scottish guys with a big rock on the ice, trying to see how close they can get to a certain spot.
We
right?
should have moved past that by now.
But right, isn't that kind of what?
Yeah. It had a functionality back then, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. I think they're just bored. It's winter. I don't know. But right, like just the actual rock. Like I bet I can.
But don't you feel like
this rock right next to that?
Me, you, and somebody else could after a few months of training potentially place in the Olympics at curling.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird to me because
what, you're just sliding a thing, and then why does the person keep sliding on their own after they release it?
I love it. Yeah, I know.
Is that?
Where are you going?
Is that just flashy showmanship? Like,
ooh, is that you think so?
Yeah, like ooh, look at me sliding.
That's for show. Look at me go. I'm gliding right now. I don't understand it. And the rock, the stone thing is super specific with the handle and the trying to hit the. I know the actual little target is the button.
Oh, you actually know some terminology.
As much as I know.
You watched some.
I've watched it before because I'm trying to understand what's happening.
And then so the sweeping. Is that the lessen the friction?
It's to agitate the ice, right? To slow it down or direct it.
Or direct it, yeah.
I'm assuming. I know the slowing down part, like they get right in front of it and go nuts.
It's just so frustrating.
To slow it down on a spot, and then you do it on the side to try to move it. I don't. It's shuffleboard, right?
It is. You should be playing that on the side of a cruise ship or something. I mean, it's
right. Like
it's
on an Alaskan cruise, you should be curling, not playing shuffleboard.
Right.
On a Caribbean cruise, you play shuffleboard.
It just shouldn't be in the Olympics.
I think there's a lot of those.
But like
the one that what is it? Biathlon?
Is that when they run and then shoot a gun?
There's one where you ski and then it's
That's
the
what I
Winter
meant.
Olympics.
Ski and then shoot a gun.
Ski, and then you shoot a gun, and then you ski some more.
What?
How is that a sport?
That's just some random activities.
Right.
That doesn't even make sense. The other, like, where do you draw the line? Because you're gonna just keep letting weird sports get into.
Things happen, right? I don't know, but that's the one that's always gotten me. What are you doing?
Because now, all right, so volleyball is a sport. There's beach volleyball. There's indoor volleyball.
Right. If we're gonna expand sports,
so you expanded basketball.
We got an idea.
So you could expand volleyball into barbecue backyard.
Barbecue volleyball.
Which everybody knows the rules to.
Right. You've got your court 6-on-6, the standard court 6-on-6. All the rules apply. All these great collegiate dudes.
Yeah.
6-on-6, rotating to every rule to the like rules are a big deal. Like there's a lot of technicality to 6-on-6.
Yeah.
That's why it's not super popular. And like guys that play 2-on-2 on the beach think 6-on-6 guys they're like the nerds of volleyball. The 6-on-6 guy.
I get it. There's a subculture there.
It's not cool.
No.
6-on-6 isn't cool.
Beach guys have their shirts off, muscles showing. Yeah.
I'm good at 6-on-6. I'm not as good at 2-on-2. Because I used to run a lot more. I don't want to do that. But anyway, I'd rather be technical. Yeah. But yeah, then you got your 2-on-2. Those are the cool guys.
Yeah. Right.
Which I bet, now that I'm saying this out loud, I bet that's part of where the 3-on-3 basketball comes from.
It's more street, more.
It's a couple guys. Yeah, it's less guys. It's quicker. Because volleyball's already branched much.
That's starting to make sense to me.
Beach, right? So you play on the sand. You play 2-on-2. It's more exciting because everybody's running and flailing around everywhere.
Some diving,
and you can dive all over the place because it's sand. You're not going to kill yourself on.
It seems more dramatic,
right? Yeah. But yes. Then our third option, barbecue volleyball. Everyone knows how to play this.
Right.
The only rules that I know, barbecue volleyball is hard for me because I play real volleyball.
Right.
So letting all of these rules go is difficult for me.
You have to retrain your mind
to just let things go.
To watch people
punch
the ball over.
Yeah, like just cringe.
Double, quadruple hits on one side.
We're having fun. But right, the only rules that I see translating to barbecue volleyball is the 3 hits thing. Everyone knows that rule.
Right.
You can only hit it 3 times. Once you hit it 4 times, it's done. That's the only one, though.
There's other than that.
You can slap it, punch it. My favorite actually is the double fist. Have you seen that one? People do this.
When the ball goes flying.
2 fists right next to each other. Like, the worst idea ever.
There's no control of it.
It could go anywhere. There are so many angles. It could go anywhere. Like, that's the whole point. That's why you don't hit it on your hand, because there's too many angles. That's why you try to hit it on a flat part. You try to hit it on your wrist. Nobody cares about that. And that's the other backyard volleyball. People are hitting it with their fists all the time.
Oh, yeah.
It's
I like the idea of backyard volleyball in the Olympics having like the dimensions on each side are not equal.
Are a little different.
Because that's how it is at backyard.
Yeah, I think they should be different, but you switch sides.
You got to deal with it.
Equal because you got to switch sides 2 times.
You have the short side now.
Right. And you play it. And it's got to be outside so the wind matters and the net's kind of weird. You don't really know the height.
Right.
And it's a little low.
Right.
Because
the Olympics, here's the other part of the Olympics which really will make it backyard. So you have the athletes, quote unquote, just say there's 4 on each side. But each team has to have a little kid in the mix. Because that's every backyard game. There has to be a kid on the
that little kid that I want to play.
Right. So everybody is handicapped with the little kid.
So 4 adult
guys that are serious.
1 child.
1 child getting in the way.
Yeah. What about this? How about this? Because this is what else happens. People have to randomly leave. Because people are like,
Or they gotta
They
go.
want a drink.
Yeah.
I need a burger, and they just leave the game. So for a while,
You're short, man.
You're playing short. So,
That's awesome.
like, it's very random, and you just call, like in the Olympics, you'll just be called off the court.
Right.
23, leave the court, whatever your number. Like,
For no rhyme or reason.
Yeah, no, there's no reason. They have to manufacture the backyard, like somebody deciding, I need a soda right now.
A baby's crying that needs to be tended to. Right.
Like, I feel like, I don't know, there's not a way, because I know you also try to get that person to not leave sometimes. I don't know how you work that in.
Oh, you see the argument?
Oh man, it's all it's 13-12. We're only playing 15. You
So-
get 2 more points, and you're like, man, I need
Each
a
team in
soda.
the Olympics would be allowed a dismissal of that.
Yeah.
I'm using my dismissal now.
It's game point. You can't,
Right, you
can't
can't.
go right now. Oh, no, I got.
So the big question could
I like
be,
that.
he used his dismissal too early in the game.
Ooh, did he use it too early?
Right, you got to save that to the end because you never know when
it's
it's
like
going
a
to
coach's challenge.
Right.
You can throw a flag. Somebody, and I think I like that. I like that one. That's a good solution. I didn't even think. And I think like everyone can make that call because that could make dissension on your own team.
Right. I see.
That happens.
Right.
I go, no. What do we call it? What did you call it?
A dismissal?
A dismissal.
Yeah.
I want to get the technical name right. Yeah, if I use my dismissal, you look at me like I'm crazy. Like, what are you doing?
We're going to need him later.
Right. What happens later?
Right.
And everybody's mad at me because that happens.
Yeah, that definitely. Right.
I love this. I want this to happen.
If you
so
do it right,
bad.
it could be a real sport, and it's not too far off from curling or anything else.
14 off the court.
Oh no!
Right. The commentator, this could be big. It's a tie game. We're about two-thirds through the game. Tied right now. They're on the big side, and they got a dismissal. Like, right? Like, you start putting together these scenarios. Like,
the big side.
that's a lot more ground to cover.
Without the guy.
They know they're going to switch sides in 3 points. Do they want to chance this?
It's a real sport. They're on the big side.
I love it. They're on the big side right now. The sun's in their face.
That's awesome.
Because that's always a thing, too.
Yes,
The sun in backyard volleyball, for some reason, is so much more dangerous than on the beach. Like, when I play beach, it's not that big of a deal.
No.
It's everywhere.
Right.
It's sunny no matter what. But for some reason, one side is always worse.
Right, it's like peeking over the roof of a house, or over a fence or something, right? Over a tree.
Be what it is.
Yeah, it comes out at the right or wrong time from whatever your perspective is. Yeah,
I love this idea.
it sounds legit.
I want it bad, and I feel like. What do you think about that? You can never have played volleyball like at any kind of level, but like not NCAA.
Right, you can't.
Definitely not pros.
They investigate your background.
No NCAA volleyball.
That adds to.
Right, like. Right. Even if you played intramural volleyball in college, that's questionable.
Because you almost want to encourage the wild,
right? The crazy, weird stuff. Where all that matters is that you get it over the net in less than 3 hits. And there'll be a lot of just one over, because that's always the thing. Yeah. People are like, I'm just going to put it over. Because eventually, my take on it is.
Right, they're not trying to set anyone up.
People try at first to play real volleyball as much as they know. They're like, all right,
But it deteriorates. And
that doesn't work. And when you start losing, everybody just kind of looks at each other and goes, just put it over. Just get it over. When they serve it, just get it over. Yep, just get it over.
It's so good.
What a great idea. We already worked out all the rules and everything.
Right. I mean, I would watch that more than I'd watch curling or, rhythm gymnastics or whatever they do.
Rhythmic gymnastics.
Underwater
dancing. How about trampoline?
Is that a thing?
That's an Olympic sport.
My word.
Trampoline.
Come on.
Oh, you do tricks and stuff. It's like super gymnastics.
You're just jumping on a trampoline, though?
Yeah, and doing,
well, I mean, at least
spinning around and doing flips and doing,
there.
not somersaults. What are those things? Whatever. You're flipping around. They're gymnasts. They just have help.
But that's another byproduct of another sport.
So gymnastics.
So
it's like
barbecue backyard.
Gymnasts that couldn't quite make it turned to trampoline.
Right. So there's 3-on-3 basketball, and then there's backyard barbecue basketball.
I love it.
Volleyball.
Barbecue volleyball. What a great idea.
Oh man. Yeah, so let's see what the Olympics brings. 2020. What else we got?
So is it supposed to be 3-on-3 2020? Like
2020.
the next Olympics?
That is a fact, 100%. Unless the Daily News got wrong information.
Nope.
I'm basing it on that.
Nope. You're never wrong at the Daily News. Newport Daily News, stalwart of information.
Now that you say that, maybe we should do some more investigation.
Nah, I think we're good.
We're good. It's happening.
Good. It's happening. It's real. I like it.
I know skateboarding is in the 2020 Olympics.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's official.
Like, what are they doing?
Doing vert skating. I don't know if street skating.
They are doing vert. Yeah.
Which I think is cool.
I know, they should do street, too.
Right? Street is bigger, from what I've seen. Street is bigger now than vert
now
skating.
It is.
Yeah, competition-wise.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's where all the technical stuff is, too. It's the same kind of thing, though, probably.
Yeah.
Vert is like for show.
Right.
You can see what's happening.
Has more of a fan appeal.
900s and
the spectators can see it.
Doing these,
you kind of have to
plants and all that grabs and stuff. Whereas
street skate is more for people in the know.
Flips and you don't even really know what you're watching if you don't know.
If you don't know, right? Yeah. I know
one of those things, where
Sage was excited that was it.
Yeah, I know, that's cool.
All he sees is the potential to be in the Olympics one day, which is
good for him.
I honestly I told him straight up, you probably won't be there for lacrosse, but you work hard enough at 15, maybe who knows where you'd be at 20, you might be good enough to make a run at it. Who knows?
I like it.
5 years is a lot of development in skateboarding.
And lacrosse. Come on, man. I'll stifle any of them. He just won the state championship.
That's true. He didn't win it by himself.
And he was there.
He was there.
He was on the team. I was never on a state championship
I encourage my kids, but I also not gonna.
Yeah, I know.
Gotta be realistic, you know.
You're little, man.
Right, and my son Knox is.
It's gonna haunt you. Sorry.
My son Knox is extraordinary little.
He's awesome. His happy, mad, same face is awesome to me.
So you keep it real with your kids every now and then.
I know. It's hard. Like, my kids are all huge. They barely want to play any sports. Sage is tiny. He's all into it. So you much rather have your boat. I only got one.
You can't teach height.
I only got one killer.
Well, he's out for blood. I saw that picture in the soccer preview. It was great. There was a bunch of kids that looked happy to be there. One kid was out for blood. He had the face paint.
He had the paint under his eyes.
The scowl. It's like, man, that was a moment to be proud of right there.
That's a proud moment. His under 10 soccer picture. Him looking like he's ready to hurt somebody. He's there for MMA.
Yep.
Everybody else is there. Yeah, we're running around. It's sunny. And he's like, who are we killing today?
Exactly. Not me.
I'm afraid, and I don't know how to cultivate his jerkiness, because he's backed off of it. When he was even younger, he was worse when he was younger.
Yeah.
He was excited to go dominate other teams. He used to like away games.
I love that.
Because he wanted to go to their place and conquer them and beat them there. Yeah. He was upset at home games.
What is this?
We can defend our field anytime. Right. I want to go take somebody's heart out.
It's such a primal thing. It's like the Vikings.
Right.
You know?
It's like he's a little Viking.
Conquer. Right. It's his base human instincts coming out. You know?
Right. So I need to get that back, because
you nurture that.
What happened was, but I'm glad it's not the new guy, so hopefully he can help too, but he had a coach who was really down, so he's a really physical soccer player.
Okay.
And he had coaches that were trying to take that out of him.
I don't like that.
I didn't like it at all. I was very unhappy about it. But this new coach, who the coach he has now, which I think he will stay with for a while, is he's trying to bring it back more because he sees that that's when he's at his best.
Right. He's playing to his strengths.
He's not dirty,
but he's physical.
Right. And soccer's a contact sport.
Definitely.
You can be physical.
Right.
It's not like basketball and he's beating on people.
There's a place for physical.
Right. I mean, he's trying to slide tackle people when he was 7 years old and doing it legally.
Right. So don't try and stunt that.
They don't let him do it then.
Yeah. No, that's good.
But it's good. When he's leaning on people and making space, that's when he's best. Otherwise, he's just okay.
But he's got to play to his strengths.
Yeah.
The coaches should recognize
You're the biggest dude out here.
Be that guy. Use it.
Be the biggest guy.
Right. That was something when I was a kid always annoyed me. Like when the big guys didn't use their size.
Right.
Like, you're blessed with size. Use it.
Use it.
So many people love to have that. That's awesome.
I annoyed a lot of people playing basketball smaller than I am. I know that.
Which ultimately you were ahead of the game, though. When you think about it.
I don't know. If you're just trying to be nice to me, yeah. I knew something everybody else did. I just didn't want to get beat up. That's all that happens.
Because since you're the big guy, you had to go against the big guy all the time.
You just get beat up.
And everyone thinks they can hit you harder.
And the problem, right, like if it's call your own, I can't call anything because then I'm a sissy. And when there's refs and you're the biggest guy, you don't get calls like the other guys.
No.
If I'm near a small guy, I probably hit him because I'm so much bigger. But if little guys can whack me, it doesn't matter.
But the difference is, like, if I get hit hard, I'm flying around. If you get hard, it's just a noise.
Don't go anywhere.
You're not going anywhere.
So the
refs see it.
Yeah. So then if I accentuate it, now I'm flopping.
You look like a jerk.
Right. Then I look like a jerk. Okay, I'll just stay outside and shoot. I'll just turn into Chris Webber.
Hey, Fab Five. Not bad.
Not bad. He wasn't like that then. It wasn't until he went to the Kings that he decided to be an outside shooter.
Yeah, he was down low wrecking stuff for a little bit.
Even in Washington, he was still tough and inside. Yeah. He got a little older. And
I'm gonna hang out.
I'm just gonna shoot jumpers. Right. He was still good. All right. I think we're there.
Podcast 7.
Podcast 7 in the books.
Good stuff.
So, I do want to touch on, because I know we have so many people listening. We're looking at a format change.
Ooh, yeah.
And we're looking at to start bringing in a third man.
Okay.
That would be a random person. We don't know who yet.
We got some ideas.
And unfortunately, we can't start out with too many famous people because we don't know any. But we'll build up to that.
Right.
But our premise is going to be we are going to deconstruct some movies.
I love this.
That are people's favorite movies. It doesn't mean that they're good or that they're universally loved.
Right. It's just something.
But for whatever
really
reason, it's their favorite movie. Like for you, I have a feeling it's Roadhouse, right?
Yes.
So
I love Roadhouse. I can talk about it.
And for me, it would be Juice.
Right.
There are other examples, but those are the two that we have come up with for ourselves.
Yeah.
The idea for us is going to be the third person. We're going to ask them what movie like that they love.
Right.
And then we all have to watch it again as adults. Because usually, like movies like this, it's when like they're old. Like I watched this when I was in high school.
Right.
So I thought it was the greatest thing ever.
So you could have changed your opinion on it.
What is it like now? Because I haven't seen it in 15 years. It's probably horrible. And I'm like...
But you have a new perspective.
And I'll be mad at myself. But that's part of the pod. That's what we want to talk about.
Right.
Like, does it hold up?
Yeah.
Does it make sense? Like, what was wrong with it? I think it could be really good.
I love this.
And then if we have the third person, we'll try to go on their movie. So that's the plan.
To me, it's cool to hear people break down a movie that you see a perspective you never thought. Like, wow, he's really looking at this movie
because they love it.
Yeah.
Like I know why I love Juice when I was a kid.
Right.
Even if I watch it now and it's horrible, I still know why I loved it then. So I have both. I'll have two perspectives.
Right. See, I've kept up on Roadhouse.
I know you keep watching because it's on. I feel like you can watch Roadhouse anytime.
It's literally on at least, I wouldn't say every hour of the day, but at least
every day though. It's probably
someplace you can find it.
It's on the Country Music Channel. It's on TBS. It's on TNT. It's on USA. It's on Ion. It's on somewhere.
Right. El Rey. I don't know if you heard that one that has a lot of old crap movies.
Or it's on the Spanish channel.
Right.
Do you ever get tricked by the Spanish channel?
Like, so disappointed.
Like, the Matrix is on. Right. Do you ever still watch it because you know the movie's so good?
Yeah, a little bit. I have like a couple minutes
Obviously,
of it, right?
I'm saying that because I have before.
I'm drawn to it.
Like,
I know what's happening.
There's a gunfight. I want to see the gunfight.
Right. If it's action, then action is universal.
Right. Because I know they don't talk a lot. They just jump and shoot at each other.
Right. But, yeah, I'm excited for this.
So we'll see. That's what we're working on.
Right.
King's None always trying to innovate themselves.
Yeah. Right. You're not going to box us into one certain type of thing.
And we'll still get off on all the same tangents, but it won't be an hour of basketball and backyard volleyball like today was. We're trying to spread it out. So that's our plan. We'll see what we can do for August.
Let's do it.
Until then, Kings and None 7 in the books.
All right, we out.
Out.